my little pumpernickels. It's Ashlita, and I'm going to use products and techniques that I don't like that's been hyped up on social media, like YouTube and Instagram primarily, which I still have to call CoverGirl's customer relations because this is awful. Can't get my money back because I didn't use it until, I guess it was past the time to return stuff. But I just don't care for this at all. Not a bit. So I was watching viral videos. As everyone knows, I work for T-Mobile, and I know there's customers who love me more that love me, less that hate me, but you know, I follow policy. So those who want me to commit fraud and lose my job are the ones who hate me. The ones that know that I'm by the rule tend to love me because I go above and beyond everything in my power to make each and every customer happy. So I was watching these ratchet videos that got me into some mood, and it actually came from one of my best customers because I don't think she watched the whole video. I think she just watched like the beginning and sent it to me. So I really, you know, you just have to take in everything as a grain of salt because we really don't know the truth. I was going to use this, and I may do that for like darker contour. But anyways, the customer was stating that the rep was telling her that the store was closed at 7:46 and was hand motioning her to leave. There's no proof of that, and no one even suggested that was the truth. But I did see where, I mean, the customer was out of control, but the rep was too, even though she wasn't bothered. My thing was, you don't stand and get closer and entice the customer. If someone is dealing with it, let it walk away and let them deal with it. Otherwise, the issue escalates. This could be that store's most valued customer. We have those where, you know, if it's the most valued customer and you got and everybody, all the reps love her, and you have that one rep enticing her, then I can see why the store took up for her and did things to make her happy. I don't know. I was sad all the way around because the security guard didn't do his job. No, the white guy, her work colleague, no matter the situation, no matter if you like your work colleague or not, we're all taught that you better pretend that you like them and that, you know, and we've got each other's back. I know right is right and wrong is wrong. I don't know. That was just a messed up situation. I've had some really pretty scary situations with customers that I was very unsure about. Like, I didn't know. I've had to call the cops. And I'll tell you, one of them, mine were all valid reasons. I'm using the Profusion that I bought from Tarte conceal palette for $7.99. I don't know how I feel about it. I never do this type of contour, but I'm again doing techniques and things that I don't do and like. These are not products I've seen that are popular. I mean, some of them are that were hyped on YouTube. Now I got carried away and forgot where I was. Like one situation was I had a customer like threatening me violently because I asked for his ID, which is required to provide any information off the account to verify the customer, and it's to protect, you know, the customer from identity theft and fraud. And it was a business account, so that was my job, was to protect that business account. But the customer immediately refused. You know what? It wasn't even to access his account. It was back in the day when we had to see the ID to accept checks, and that he didn't want to show me his ID. And it was a business account, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I don't care. Back then, it didn't matter if that check had this, if the information it matched what was on the account. That was a requirement. And I've seen people get fired for that previously. But anyways, I had to call the cops on him because he threatened me because he didn't want to show his ID over a business check, knowing that there is identity theft and fraud, whatever. And maybe it was to access this account all at the same time. I can't really remember. But I mean, I think why he was acting that way is because previous reps wasn't verifying his identity that were newer reps, because, you know, a lot of newer reps never comprehended. I don't know. They just didn't give a shit. A lot of them don't end up staying too long. But I gave a shit. I still give shits. But anyways, that was that. The second customer wasn't technically our customer, period. His wife was the customer, and he wanted access to her account, and he wasn't authorized. He was military, she was a doctor. Anyways, I told him no, I couldn't access the account without her permission, that she needed to come in with her ID. And he wouldn't even call her to get her listed, for her to call customer care to have him listed or anything to the account as an authorized user. And he physically was trying to come after me, all because I would not give him access to the account. Like, my manager came out, called the cops, shoved me in the back. They had to let me out the back door, and like, I basically had to leave the premises because this man went freaking psycho over that. So I've had a lot of that. I think that's the only 2 times I can recall where the cops, I've had to call the cops. I've almost had to call the cops. And one was recent, only because I had worked with this guy previously. And I told him, I said, sir, this is what I've got to do my job. This is what management's required. There's not a manager on duty. And since you don't want to allow me to troubleshoot the phone, what you're going to need to do is come back and speak with the manager for further assistance. It was pretty much like that. And I thought he was cool with that. So I went to the back. I got the manager's information because he was telling me why customer care ordered him a replacement, and I couldn't like exchange it out because we had a meeting on this where the companies were requiring us to do like 3-point inspection. We got to run a diagnostic. We got to do this. We got to do that. And the last resort is master clear the phone, which customer care didn't do that, because if they would have, then their call would have been disconnected. But I had been in my application to show that the customer never powered his phone off since he purchased it. But I didn't say that because I knew he was already agitated and I wasn't going to set him off. So I gave him the information to come back and see the manager. Of course, he comes back when the manager is not there. I didn't get him. I thought the other rep would be able to handle him. He was going around in circles about everything wrong but what he originally had came in for. Finally, he gets to that, and he didn't even get to that. He just throws the phone at my rep. Not like throw it, but he throws it across the counter. He said, I want my MF money back, and I want it now on this phone. And he's like, this guy has not even been with T-Mobile for a year, so he was like, what is going on? Like, he like shut down. He didn't know what to say or do. And I was like, oh God, I'm with a customer. Honestly, I'd already gave him the information of when to see the manager. And I couldn't believe he was back antagonizing another rep. So the rep was looking scared. He shut down. He like blank face, couldn't move, didn't know what to do. So I stepped away from my customer and I said, sir, I told you the other day you needed to come in whenever there's a manager here. And you can't be throwing your phone and making demands to people who are not even in management. And I said, and plus you've had the phone for more than 14 days. We cannot refund you. And I said, you wouldn't allow me to finish troubleshooting on the phone, and I told you when the manager was going to be here. And he was like cussing up a storm. The customers were getting scared. Some even walked out. And he kept on and kept on. Like, I mean, I was like, sir, you really can't speak that way in the store. If you're going to continue, you need to leave. And then he was on me, like, blah, 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 like hitting shots. And I was like, you know what? You got two options. So either walk out voluntarily and leave, because I've already warned you once, or calm down. He wasn't calming down. I said, okay, now you got two options. Either you walk out voluntarily, or you can be escorted. He said, well, then you're going to have to escort me. I said, call 911. He walked out. That's pretty much it. It wasn't even that bad. And it's his fault as a customer when he was already told when to come in and see management. That's what he needed to do. That wasn't, he wasted his own time. So I don't mind handling escalations. I honestly don't. Anybody who actually knows me, a lot of customers that I've handled, no, but my hands were tied. And what he wanted was something I couldn't do for him because, again, I'm just a RSA. As that woman said, I ain't nobody, I ain't making no money. But let me tell you something, honey. There's people that are working 20 hours a week making $100,000 a year at T-Mobile. So for someone who thinks we don't make money, y'all wrong. We make money. Not everybody makes money. It's completely and totally up to the representative who wants to get their hustle and grind on whether or not they want to make money. Not, like I said, not everybody makes money. I make money. I don't make 100,000, but honey, I hustle. But I hustle the right way. I take on other people's customers that are like escalations. I go above and beyond my job to make them happy. I had this woman was convinced there was something wrong with her phone, and I had to show her there was nothing wrong with her phone. It was an easy fixable error on her behalf. And once I showed her how to figure everything out and how to use everything, I haven't seen her back. I have not seen her back. So that tells me either A, she's died, or B, she's happy. So I've tried this a few times, and I see how people like throw this shit all together on their face and then like boom, 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 and it's done. Well, that didn't exactly work out for me. But I'm just going to blend this in. Y'all have seen blending 1,000 times. And we're going to see how this Profusion Oily Concealer works. Alright, so now I'm just going to use some Coty Airspun. I actually like this. I don't know where I put the shitty powder that I don't like by Coty Airspun. That's just, this might be it. No, this is the good stuff. So I'm just going to bake or set in some areas, and then we're going to try the next step. Anyways, my thoughts on that situation, everyone was in the wrong. The customer, both reps, the security guard, They all handled it wrong. From my understanding, this is the Studio Contour Palette by Profusion, and it's got 5 matte shades and 1 shimmer. So I'm just taking that yellow, even though I'm not really a yellow, and just kind of highlighting some of the areas fairly quickly. And I'm going to take this ashy brown color here, and then I'm just going to try to contour with it. Let's see if I can blend this out and I'll be back. Alright, so now I'm going to take this matte orangey bronzy color here and try to bronze up a little bit, and I'll be back. Anyways, from my understanding, corporate aspect, you can't be doing all that recording in the store, first of all. Because I've been told to ask a customer not to be recording in the store, even though there wasn't like anything big deal going on, like there wasn't no fights or anything. Second of all, if someone was taking care of the person, you should walk away if you know the customer is bothered. I've walked away from customers who said they hated me, and I don't know what I did, but turned out they love me now. I don't know what was going on with them that day, but they get over it. We friends on social media. And he was like, comes in now, he's like, hi girl, I be seeing y'all stuff I be following you, watching y'all stuff. You're so sweet. So I guess they were just having a bad day. So you just let them have their bad day, but not with you. Walk away. The security officer is there to protect the employees and the customers. So when there was a situation like that, he was supposed to escort the customer out. Or he would have called the manager to come and walk out that customer. I mean the employee. Because that was not his problem. I'm gonna try to do my brows with this, but I'm gonna do it off of camera because y'all know brows take 5 years, and I'm already at 17 minutes, so I'm not trying to take all y'all's time. This is the eyebrow brush that they sent me, and I just used 3 different waxy looking things on my eyebrows trying to get it together. So I'm gonna see what I can do. So the clear brow gel by Profusion is more like grease. This is as good as my brows are gonna get. You see how muddy my nose is? I guess if I had dry skin, this would probably be perfect. But I forgot blush, so I'm gonna have to mix this blush the best I can on top of this powder. I don't know why I just did that, because it's a cream. Now on to the Academy of Color. There's only one thing that I'm gonna use out of here, and it is gonna be the powder highlights. I've actually tried to do this video before, so none of these products, this I actually like, and this cream blush I actually like too, and this cream blush is by e.l.f. So I'm gonna try this gold highlight without mixing it with having a liquid foundation first, and see what we can do. Alright, so it's pretty blinding. It's kind of thick. It doesn't, when you put it in one way, it just like gets stuck there. Look at these wet eyebrows, because that's supposed to be a gel. Gel my ass. But we'll go over. Alright, so now I'm going to try this Sweet Peach palette. This is a dupe Too Faced dupe from DHGate. I tried it last night. So, yeah, I'm going to try it again. I've already got some, you know, stuff in my eyes. So, I'm going to go in with Puree and start a transition on each eye. I'm going to go in with Charmed, I'm sure, and try to darken up the outer V. Alright, so I'm going to try Candied Peach, and I'm just going to take this brush that had that eyebrow wax on and see if I can pack this onto my lid. Alright, I'm going to take Nectar and try to go into the inner corner of my eye. I've been having issues with Nectar showing up. So Nectar's not been working. And I hope all this fallout sweeps away. Now I'm using this tool that I don't like by Real Techniques. And I'm trying to do it like a liner type tool. But honestly, this eyeshadow is bullshit. So that could be a lot of the problem too. So for a beginner, I would say, it's really hard to work with. I am not a makeup artist. I don't know the tips and tricks to make things work, but you can see there's not much color payoff. And I patted this in and it's still not showing up. But we're gonna continue. Let me find out if I have like my least liked lipstick. If not, I may just, this may be it. Yeah, I found my least liked lipstick, and this is a dupe from the Kylie Matte Liquid Lipsticks, and this is the number 22 from DHGate. Alright, so here is the look with the least products that I like. The only two products I do like was the e.l.f. like Aqua Blush, which is like a bouncy, like not liquid but spongy whipped style blush, and the mascara. So those two things don't count. I just didn't have any products like that I didn't like. But all the products I purchased from TJMaXX I absolutely hated. And this Too Faced Sweet Peach palette and the lippies that I purchased off of DHGate absolutely hate. I mean, it gave me a look that would probably look great on video and pictures, but real life, like dookie. But this is it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And if you want to be friends on social media like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'm not really active on Twitter because I don't know how to use it. But if someone taught me, I would be more interested. But if you want to be friends and stuff like that on social media, hit me up. I love you. Have a great night.